Hello, YouTube. And this article is entitled White Supremacist Arrested in Fatal Stabbing Says He Came to New York Specifically to Kill Black Men. And this article is dated March 22nd, 2017, as today. And we're getting ready to go into the 21st. I know it's getting late, but, I like to keep up on current events. I like to tie what's going on in the world also with biblical scriptures. And, it's amazing. This guy named James Harris Jackson, an Army veteran who served in Afghanistan and a member of a documented hate group from Maryland, told investigators that he came to New York specifically to kill black men. And, white supremacist arrested in fatal stabbing says he came specifically to kill black men. I didn't mean to repeat myself again. But this guy served in Afghanistan. And, I'm pretty sure the guy saw horrible things over there in war if he was in active duty. And, his hate group was here in home, whatever hate group he's in. It's all the same. It's just under different factions and a little bit different beliefs here and there. But it's all the same animal. And so it's amazing to me how this man can be at war, and the only thing on his mind after he just came back from war is the black man. I mean, I don't know if this guy's wife was getting banged by some brother while he was over there in Afghanistan fighting for his life. I don't know, but it never ceases to amaze me about that all the men of these other nations, the only thing they can seem to think about is a so-called black man. They always got something to say about the black man. And the biggest thing is what's between the black man's legs, or what they perceive to be between our legs. I mean, even when I go to the store or a gas station or any destination that I go, it's almost like it's a fight for testosterone and manhood. I went into, I think, what was it, a CVS pharmacy or Walgreens. I take that back. It was Walgreens. And when I walked into Walgreens, there's a couple of guys in there, and, they're with their women. And at this time, there wasn't no brothers in there. So when I walk in there, it's like, everybody's kind of moving and, like they're stretching their arms and clutching their fist. And I'm like, man, what did I walk into? A MMA tournament? I'm in here getting ready to get something to drink and pick up my prescriptions. And it's like it's a fight for manhood. The dudes is clutching their women and pulling their women closer. And, here comes the big dick black guy, make sure, your woman doesn't wander off. And this stuff happens all the time. This man went to war, and the only thing he could think of was the black man. James Harris Jackson, I'm going to skip that. The 28-year-old was arrested for fatally stabbing a black stranger in the city on Tuesday. And it's always somebody who doesn't have anything to do with whatever problem they have with us. Whatever sparked this man's hate, they'll get somebody like a child or an infant or an old man or some guy that wasn't paying no attention. And then they just go away and start stabbing or shooting him. Because I'll tell you, a psychopath doesn't care. A psychopath just wants revenge. It doesn't matter who he gets. You need to arrest me, he says. I have the knife in my coat, James told police officers after marching into the Times Square substation, sources said. I'm the person you're looking for. He later told police he was motivated by rage against black men who get romantically involved with white women. And see, there you go. There you go. Hey, I bet you he went to war thinking about that. I bet you every clip that he put into his fully automatic machine gun, he thought about us. He picked New York because it's the media capital of the world, and he wanted to make a statement and said New York Police Department Chief of Manhattan Detectives Willie Aubrey, according to the DNA Info New York, James Harris Jackson, 28, and a former military veteran who served in Afghanistan, turned himself in to the police on Wednesday. he told investigators that he harbored hatred for black men for more than a decade. On Friday, Jackson took a boat bus to New York and stayed at a hotel in Manhattan before attacking and killing a 66-year-old Timothy Kaufman on Monday night, officials said. Upon turning himself in, police arrested Jackson for carrying 2 knives, one of which was a 26-inch blade that is believed to have been used in the stabbing of Kaufman. Officials said Jackson was still being questioned as of Wednesday afternoon and had yet been formally charged, police said. Charge him with the hate crime, murder, and send him to jail for life. And that truly is a hate crime. This man's only thought was between a black man's leg and his woman. And what you white guys don't understand is your woman has her own secret society where she worships black men. And you get mad at us when it's your people who are pushing feminism and pushing the separation of home and empowering women to treat you the way they do. And then you're mad at us. You're the one that makes the laws. You're the one that pushes homosexuality and feminism in men, but you're mad at black men? Because a black man is right now the only example of testosterone and masculinity in the earth. Yeah, some of us do get wild out and get these funny haircuts and wear these skinny jeans and act like a homosexual. We have that sect of people within our community. But it's you that are pressing these laws. It's you that is pushing estrogen in the earth, and then you're mad at because a woman wants a real man. A woman doesn't want a sissy boy. A woman doesn't want somebody who dresses up like her and is fighting to get in the mirror in the morning. And everybody's mad at the so-called black man. And, I hate to really go here, but even a lot of, Hispanic men, especially the Mexican man, he has a problem with the so-called black man. And it all goes back to sexual frustration, feeling sexual inferior, a whole bunch of stereotypes that they're putting in their heads. And once again, when I went into that CVS pharmacy or Walgreens, I don't know why I keep saying CVS pharmacy, but I used to go there all the time. But when I went to Walgreens and other various places, it's like when I step in the room, you would have thought an escaped lion entered into the store. I mean, everybody, it's just like, they gulping and, getting nervous and, clutching their wife and, making sure their wife don't, go in the same aisle I'm in. And, it's amazing. The hate is real. And like he said, he didn't say, I hate black men because they did something to me. They killed my father or something. Well, this man is our enemy. Esau, the Edomites are our enemy. I can understand that. But he said because black men are with white women. And he had to have been watching a whole lot of porn to know that. He was probably watching that stuff and getting off to it. And then he finally came to the realization one day, I'll never be them. I got to do something about it. And for them, this is a victory. They don't care about this guy sacrificing his time and his life and getting the name out there of this hate group. They don't care about that. This is a victory for them because they're willing to sacrifice their own for the push of white supremacy. This is a victory for them. Those guys are probably somewhere right now drinking moonshine and got their fully automatic guns and raising them in the air and shooting somewhere. This is a victory to them. Just like Richard Spence, when Richard Spence spews all of his garbage, they don't care that Richard Spence gets shut down or he gets, beat or proven wrong with historical facts. They don't care. He just up there spewing their rhetoric, and to them, that's a victory because nobody's right but them. It doesn't matter how many countries they invade. It doesn't matter how many racist acts they do towards people and inhumane and unjustified wars, it doesn't matter. You're the problem. Maybe if you wouldn't have got close to my U.S. embassy in your land, maybe I wouldn't be at war with you right now. And that's the mindset of these people. And then you want to know why the Most High is going to judge them severely forever. So with that being said, folks, I'm going to close out. This is unbelievable, man. Wow, but there's more of it to come. We haven't seen anything yet. With that being said, shalom.